Hey air signs, welcome to your weekly reading from May 1st through the 7th. Almost forgot, we just started a new month. So anyways, this is your general collective reading. We're going to look at your overall energy theme of the week. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Akashic Tarot. We're going to see what's working against you, what's working for you, and what is unseen. And then I'm going to clarify that with the traditional tarot. And then I'll pull some more oracle cards for further messages. The readings for the other signs have been really exciting and really profound, like deep. And coupled with the weekly tarot reveal that I did on TikTok this morning, watch that one too, because it's posted on here on YouTube. Watch that one with this reading, and you're going to get an all-around message for this week. And it's pretty exciting because the reading I did this morning was really nice, and it's all about growth. And it was funny because we got the Ace of Pentacles, which is perfect for May 1st. Okay, so let's see what we need to know for your overall energy for this week. What is the theme for you this week? Ooh, we have Pisces, sensitize. Interesting. Pisces is a very psychic type of energy, okay? Pisces is a very dreamlike type of energy. So we'll see how that pertains to the reading. That's interesting. Pisces is a water sign, and it's a very emotional sign as well. But when you allow those emotions to also be your intuition, right, to tap in, then it changes everything. Like, you could really use that to your benefit. So let's see what the cards say. Okay, so what is working against you? We have the 8 of Scrolls, paths unknown. What is working for you? We have the Scribe in reverse. And then what is unseen? 2 of Roses, winged messengers. Okay. So when we see the 8 of Scrolls as something working against you, it is a perceived, sorry for the noise outside, it is a perceived energy of what's working against you, okay? Typically, this is something that is in the mind that is created, okay? Now, the path's unknown. This person is standing there, and there's different paths in front of them, and one of them is known. This is a light one, right? And then there's another one that's really unknown. Like they're like, I don't know, which one should I take? Because this one I know, and I take this one all the time. But then there's this one where it's like, okay, I'm not sure. But most of the time people get scared because it's the unknown. But instead of being scared, it's helpful to live in curiosity. So let's see what the tarot has to say. And that's where you want to tap into that Pisces energy and follow that intuition, follow that inner knowing, because that's where it's going to lead you on some amazing journeys. But if you're only following the ego, then that's where we get into some trouble. Okay, so let's see. We have the King of Cups, yep. And Death. Yep. So this is telling you to follow the unknown, because there is a fear here, right? First, there's a fear of something bad happening. Like, I don't know. It's unknown, so I'm not going to go that way because it could be something really negative. But instead of thinking that way, you want to think, well, God, let's go see what opportunities are down this path, okay? Let's see how I can follow my intuition. And death is all about going through a transformation, okay? One door closing so another one can open, just like these paths. And so if there's something that is closing for you or seems blocked off, then just know that that means that there's another avenue opening up for you. But you have to really be in that that divine essence energy, kind of like the Pisces energy, the sensitize. You got to know and tap into that and be like, okay, I'm trusting that there is something else opening up for me. And this is the path that I'm going to be led down, because I'll know through this pulling of sorts. And the energy that's working for you is we have the scribe in reverse. So this is essentially saying like you haven't experienced everything that is for you. Okay? And you're going to start seeing who and what is no longer aligned with this new path. Okay? So there might be a fear here of if I do this, then I'm afraid of losing people and experiences. But this is telling you that, you know what, it's going to happen no matter what, because there are certain people that just can't come on this leg of the journey. Okay? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. And the King of Swords. This is asking you to not get emotionally attached to the things that aren't meant for you. And I know that's easier said than done, but that's how we have to like see life. We have to really understand that the things that end needed to end, because everything in life is temporary. We're always going through cycles. And there's times for you to really use your own logic, okay? You don't want to, you don't want this to throw you for a loop to where, because like the negative side of Pisces, the low vibration side, is like escapism, delusion, victim mindset type of thing. You don't want that to happen to you. Okay, so the best way you can handle situations is to know that if they're no longer fitting in your story, then it's just vibrational. It's not personal. Okay, so we have to look at it from a higher standpoint, and we have to learn from the things that we have experienced. And it's interesting, we have two kings here, okay, because kings, they take initiative. Right? They take action. They're the masculine energy. And there might be somebody, if you're dealing with a legal matter, there might be somebody that, like, if you're waiting for some sort of apology or emotional offering, it's not coming, and that is actually working to your benefit as well, because you don't need that from toxic people. Okay? It's like I'm afraid to go down, like I know this road because it's on again, off again, but then if I go down this road, I know it's going to end. And the universe is like, well, if you know what's right for you, then you got to do what's right for you. Because what's unseen is we have the Two of Roses, winged messengers. Now, most people would think that this is going to be like the Two of Cups, but it's not. Okay? This is different. This is the Akashic Tarot. So this dove here, carried by this angel, is your higher self trying to talk to you. And this would be your ego self or somebody else coming in, causing disruption. Okay? Because it's hard to see, but there's like a broken cup here. And it's going to wind up being some sort of issue, especially with communication. So let's see what we need to know. Five of Swords in reverse. Yep. Speaking of communication. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, the best thing for this is you're going to have to be able to see things from a practical standpoint and not react to somebody's bullshit. Okay? People, whenever you start separating from them, they will say any and everything to bring you down to their level because they want to make themselves feel better by making you feel worse, okay, or by making you feel bad. And this is why we have the Two of Roses, like unseen, like this is potential for what's coming. And the Five of Swords in reverse indicates a battle that you just can't win, that you're not going to come out on top of, and you need to see that as it is. Okay, learn from this and then allow yourself to move forward, because we don't participate in drama anymore. We have Mercury retrograde happening now. We have the solar eclipse in Scorpio happening, or I can't remember if it's lunar or solar. I'll have to look. But it's the eclipse in Scorpio happening. And this is like highly, highly transformational energy. And it's happening on May 5th. So 5-5. Big change. Like 5 plus 5 is 10. Like endings. Like we're done with this. Okay? So whatever you're dealing with in regards to people, whether it be love, work, like legal issues, whatever's going on here, it's going to be different for everybody. It's like the universe is telling you, look, this is not matching up anymore. You're going to have to choose a different path. And yes, you're going to have to let go of some things. And yes, there might be some drama, but don't participate in it. Okay? Don't let it suck you in. Keep moving forward. Okay? And you might be a little sensitive this week because of all this transformative energy, but just know that it's temporary. Know that there is a higher purpose to this. So let's see what we need to know through the oracle. We have skywriting, the fates. Yeah. And that's why we have the scribe too. Okay. So this is part of your journey, what you're experiencing. And it's profound energy. And you're still writing your journey. Like you have certain things that are already destined that you wanted to come in here and experience, right? But there are other things now that you're in this life that you can create. There are other contracts or paths that you can create and write into your blueprint, I guess you could say. So part of it is fate. Part of it is you creating the next step. So this is telling you that like, hey, you already been on this path enough. The path of the known gets boring. That's complacency. That's safety. That's misery. That's no. Okay. How about we start a new path and go explore, go discover, and just know that there are going to be some people that say some stupid things, but you don't have to listen to it. Okay. You do not have to partake in drama. This is like, you have to be able to see beyond or see above the, like the human experience. Okay. If you're wanting to tap into this esoteric knowledge, if you're wanting to tap into, your higher self and everything, well, then you have to be willing to rise above the human experience. And it's not rise above as though like you're better than them. It's just like you're choosing to tap into this higher energy, this higher frequency. Okay. But in order to do that, you do have to let go of some weights, kind of like a balloon. Okay. And we don't partake in drama. So I've been telling the other signs this as well. Like if you watch a lot of drama on TV or scary things, if you watch it on social media, if you partake in it whenever you're around friends, that's what the universe is going to keep feeding you is drama. Okay? But if you're focusing on things that are for your growth, then the universe is going to keep bringing you opportunities for growth. But you have to be able to consciously choose the new path. And let your intuition guide the way. Look, wise woman of the grove, grace. Give yourself grace along the entire journey. Okay? Because life is not easy. This is one of the hardest places to come and go through these lessons. Okay? So give yourself grace. You know what's really interesting is, I don't know if the fire signs did this, but I'm having these double numbers show up in all the readings, 49 and 49. The earth signs was number 4, and then the water signs was 40. I don't remember if fire signs had that, but they're showing up double. That's so interesting. Like my readings are changing. They're getting stronger and stronger, and I like that. Wait, which one was this? Okay, I just pulled that deck. I forget. I get to talking and I forget which ones I've picked up. Let's pull from this deck. Actually, I want to set this over here so I can see. And I like that these last three cards, we have Death, King of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Death is like knowing that there's things that have to end, right? We have to go through this transformation. This is Scorpio energy too, okay? And the King of Swords is somebody who learns from things and then can also teach as well. But he also knows that his words are powerful and his mind is powerful. And the Knight of Pentacles is one that takes the practical steps, takes his time to move forward because he analyzes where he wants to go, what's going to be the best situation for him. So, very interesting. Let's see what else we need to know. Look at that. I've never seen this card. And I've had this card for maybe a year. I can't even remember, honestly. Many paths. Isn't that funny? I told you, these readings are getting more and more stronger. And we have the paths right there, right? There's so many other paths that you can take than the one that you know is leading you right back to the same location. Wouldn't that suck? It's like living in that movie Groundhog Day. God, that movie is such a nightmare for me. It's like, you know, you can't escape from it. So you have many paths to choose from. Don't go down the one that you've been going down your entire life. Let's try something new. Follow your intuition. Follow what you feel is leading you to your true happiness. Okay? And to know that there is so much more for you to discover in life. So much more to discover. It's an adventure, okay? Not a punishment. Life is an adventure. So let's see what else we need to know. We have shield. We have guarded, defensive, resistance, feeling vulnerable. So, yeah, I mean, that would make sense, right? Guarded, defensive, that's, you know, all related to fear. And, you know, fear of the unknown, fear of letting go. And then we have resistance, right? Because there's that fear, like, I don't know, I'm afraid to let go. I'm afraid to go down this completely different path. And then feeling vulnerable. There is strength in vulnerability, okay? Vulnerability is letting your true self be seen and being honest with yourself. Let's pull one more. Let's see what else I need to know. Make sure you're grounding your energy down and connecting to Mother Gaia, because that's going to help you as well. And it's funny because in all the readings, I'm seeing a lot of the moon and circular shapes. So that to me is telling me that, yeah, this eclipse is going to be really strong. But if you resist it, then good luck. Drum, awaken. Look at that. Another circle. I told you. Awaken. It's like wake up. Stop going down the same path. Okay? Do something different. Sorry, that's my dog dreaming again. But like, do something different. March to the beat of your own drum. And there's the Phoenix, right? I told y'all. Transformative energy. This is going to be exciting. It's when you go through your awakening, and you know that there are certain things that have to fall apart and you know, crumble and whatnot. Like, for me, I get curious about things because, like, let's say the state of the world right now is going to hell in a handbasket. But for me, I'm like, yeah, let it all crumble down because it has to. Because the only way that we're going to rebuild and find a place, you know, to where we can all come together is tearing down the old paradigm, tearing down everything that is not serving us. It has to crumble. That's the only way it's going to get better. So for me, I'm like, let it burn. Okay, so that could be something that you look at in your own life, is like letting things come down, letting them crumble, letting the shield come down, right? Being vulnerable and just tapping into this real curiosity as far as like, let's see what happens. Let's go on this different path and experience the journey of a lifetime. Okay? So, all right, my dears, I hope this helps you. Make sure that you watch the weekly tarot reveal and the weekend tarot reveal to go with this reading. Okay, that way you get a well-rounded message and it's energy that you can really work with. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share if you feel like somebody else can benefit from this. But otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week.